Well, good morning, everybody. This is Chris Allen. I'm doing a kind of a mid-morning, midday weather update for you as it is now 10 o'clock in Bowling Green here at WBKO, and it's been an eventful morning. Lots of snow across the area. We're hearing amounts of 8, 9, 10 inches far western areas of southern Illinois, far western Kentucky. Here in the Bowling Green, southern Kentucky area, we're right at 7 inches now in Bowling Green, just measured a few minutes ago outside of the back door here at the studios on Russellville Road. Hearing some 7 to 8 in some cases back west of Bowling Green, more in the 4, 5, 6 range as you head east of Interstate 65 and further north. But as we go through the day, we're going to continue to get these rounds of moderate to heavy snow. It may taper off for a time, but then there's another area of snow that's going to come in later this afternoon for early this evening before it begins to taper off, and that's what I wanted to caution you about, plus give you a heads up as to the extreme cold that is going to move in about midweek. And unfortunately, it's going to keep all the snow that we've received this morning on the ground in a lot of places for a while. Here's a look at a traffic cam. This is I-65. Mile marker 17, southern edge of Warren County. You can see even the interstates, the parkways, even though highway crews are out scraping, they're out doing what they can. This continual snow, though, it piles right back on just as soon as they scrape it off. And there's the live view from Doppler Cam looking down on Russellville Road and Dishman Lane right outside our studios. You can see some cars moving around, but notice that you cannot see the pavement. Now, you're getting pretty good traction. It's sort of a dry, fine snow, but it's coming down pretty good, reducing visibility, and that is what's giving rise to hazardous driving conditions, especially further south into Tennessee, where they had a layer of ice underneath the snow this morning. They had a period of freezing rain, and that has now changed over to snow. Current temperatures, well, they're in the teens. There's a couple of 20s down there, Burkesville, Albany. But the temperatures are not going to move that much today. In fact, for the rest of this week, we are not going to get above freezing. Add to that a little bit of a wind at, say, 10 to 15. Well, it makes it feel like it's in the single digits, along with the snow coming down at this hour. Now, here's Doppler Max HD. Look at the coverage of snow as of 10 a.m. this morning. Pretty deep coverage across southern Kentucky with bands of heavier snow moving through. Anytime you see some of these darker shades of blue here, like around the land between the lakes and I-24, just south of Bowling Green, a little bit north of Bowling Green as well, that's where the heavier snows are coming down. But notice we do have this little dry slot back here to the west, and that's what I wanted to focus on here, is that as we get into midday, early afternoon, that dry slot may come through. But look at this. This is what we call a deformation zone. And what that is just a curling around of the backside of that low pressure system that is capable of producing even more snow as we get on into the afternoon and early evening hours. So all this that we're seeing back here in Missouri, it still has yet to move through the Bowling Green area. That's going to happen later this afternoon, say after 3, maybe 4 o'clock. And look just how massive this winter storm is. You've got an icy mix from Memphis south of Nashville to Huntsville, Alabama. Then it's all rain and thunderstorms south of that area. And of course, the winter storm warning is going to continue through midnight tonight for all of the state of Kentucky. Now, as far as temperatures, we're in the teens, 19 here, 29 in Nashville. They're getting just a little bit of that warm air, and they had some of that help mix some of their snow over from freezing rain and sleet this morning over to all snow. But the problem here is that bitter cold is coming toward the middle of the week. Look at that high of just 17 Wednesday, 12 Thursday, and we're talking low temperatures those 2 nights below zero with winds that could produce wind chill factors of -10 to -20. And that's extremely cold and dangerous. Future Max Predictor showing the first band of snow coming through, and then that little twinge right there is that deformation zone, the backside of that system that I showed you that's out in Missouri right now. So this is at 5 o'clock this evening. Still getting the snow out of here later this evening. Partly cloudy and then partly sunny for the day on Tuesday. But here comes another piece of energy that's going to ride in here early Wednesday morning that could put down another light coating of snow, maybe a half inch to an inch, as that little system passes on by. Then we'll finally clear up, but it's going to turn bitterly cold after that point. Still, Future Max Predictor showing that does not mean we're going to get 13 inches of snow, but the way things are going, we certainly could. Some parts of southern Kentucky could very well receive a foot of snow by the time it's all done, and then the higher amounts now have been shunted over into the southeastern corner of the state. Look at that, 18, maybe 20 inches in some cases, and especially the higher elevations over into eastern Kentucky. Only up to 25 today, 12 tonight, 27 tomorrow, 7 Tuesday night, some flurries Wednesday, 17, -8, with wind chill factors of -20 to 25 Wednesday night into Thursday night, and then finally getting above freezing maybe Saturday into Sunday. That's a long way off, so whatever we have is going to stay on the ground for a long, long time. Hazardous driving conditions are not going to improve anytime soon. A full update coming up at 11 on Midday, and of course Shane will be in later, if he can make it in, to do an update on the forecast to take you through this evening. In the meantime, constant updates with poll reports, business and event closings and cancellations at WBKO.com. Be safe out there, and God bless.